hot off the presses. Grab your exclusive merch at the Viral Hip Hop Shop. Protect your energy at all costs. And you tired of all these self-proclaimed goats? Well, be a goat killer exclusively at the Viral Hip Hop Shop. Link in the description. Promote your brand here at Viral Hip Hop News. Hit me, Sam Ant, at dlsmediainc1@gmail.com. dlsmediainc1@gmail.com. Let's go.
Talk to you, whether it be on camera or behind camera, man. You got our support. Much love. Let's talk about your boy, man, Ricky Rose out there throwing $20 million on the Jacob the Jeweler watch.
Yeah.
They're throwing it out there smooth with it, man. What's going on with your boy?
Man, I seen it, and I love Rick Ross. You know, one of my favorite business people. I got to put this out there first. People, oh, you guys are hating. Nah, I'm just keeping it a buck. One of my favorite business people. One of my favorite rappers. I think he's very underrated. And I just like him, you know what I mean, as a person, you know. I don't think that he paid that much for the watch, right? Now, maybe could he get his hands on $20 million? Probably. But I don't think it's that wise of an investment as people think it is. Now, you got some watches out there, any one of those big Audemire's, Rolex, you know, Richard Mille. You got watches out there that can definitely, you know, you can make more. And you see people like Jay-Z, you know, Yo Gotti. Yo Gotti said he bought a watch for $200 and sold it for $480,000. And I believe it, because some of these, you know, they're very rare. They're made very well, and a lot of the watches appreciate with time. That's 100%. But if you look at a lot of those watches, they ain't really the gold iced out joints with the diamonds either. It might be some old funny looking, like, what the fuck is this? Now, this watch right here, right? They said it's the diamonds weigh an incredible 216 carats. It took three years to gather these gems, natural yellow diamonds. But if you know, like I know, the only real value of a diamond is in the eye of the beholder, which is a little different than gold, silver, and other precious metals, where I can go in and take, you know, a chain that weighs 400 grams and maybe walk out with $10,000 cash. Diamonds, and you do have jewelers that buy diamonds. And I'm not saying I'm an expert at any stretch of the imagination, but, you know, I will ask how much that shit weigh. And I will ask what other, you know, is how rare is it before I say, okay, $20 million is a worth of investment for a watch. Now, can you go, if you can buy that watch for 20 and go sell it for 30 million, it's a good investment. But if you buy that watch at 20, you know, and it's only really worth, it cost them, you know, let's say $1 million to make. That's crazy. I remember I went to my jeweler or whatever, and I showed him this ring that I had, and I was just asking how much for or whatever, just to, you know, because I know how much I paid for or whatever. And he told me that's a black people ring, straight out. It was like, it probably cost, I probably paid like $2,400 for this ring, right? He said it's worth like $300. You know what I mean? He said it's a black people ring. Like, it's not really worth. You got diamonds look nice, it's gold on it, but it's not really worth no money like that. You know what I mean? So it just depends, though. Some stuff, you got stuff that you can make money, some stuff that you can't make money. But I don't know about no $20 million. What's your thoughts?
Thank you for that, because you expressed the same sentiments I got, but you're about to take me down a different road, right? So Rick Ross, one of my favorite rappers, same shit, right?
Right.
When I saw that, when you showed me that, first thing in my mind was, this nigga didn't buy that watch. That nigga didn't buy that watch. Why? Because he is a smart businessman. Why? Because he wouldn't make a bad investment of $20 million and taking either half of his net worth or a third of his net worth and putting it into no watch and giving it to Jacob the Jeweler. He's smarter than that. Right. So, why did he do it? Why did he put that watch on? Why did he make it seem like he bought this $20 million watch to flaunt and floss in front of all these people? Because all this shit is fake and it's bullshit, and they want the next stupid motherfucker to run in there and go buy something astronomical to try to keep up with Rick Ross because he thinks this is the level of fame. Yeah. And that's the part that bothers me, because it's like, okay, I don't know if you and Jacob had a situation going on where some business was done and you made money in promoting this watch and giving the impression that you just paid for this shit without any receipt of $20 million, and where'd that come from? Because you know you're going to show it.
Right.
Y'all show everything. You show your goddamn drawers, your bed, you know, slipped and almost bust your neck in the goddamn pool.
Right.
Show it all.
That's real.
They show it all. So
you said it. I think you already said it. I think it was just a marketing arrangement. You know, think about like Jacob the Jeweler. Like we were just talking about, we ain't heard about him since the 90s.
Nah.
You hear about the Johnny Dangs and all these other people in hip hop people's going to and custom this and custom that. But you don't really hear about my man Jacob the Jeweler. I'm not saying that, you know, perception is everything.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can pay Rick Ross $5,000 to just show this watch on his Instagram, $10,000 to show it on his Instagram, you know, for 30 seconds, that might bring in $100,000 to millions of dollars in business into a jeweler.
Yep.
Because oh shit, Rick. Same thing with Fat Joe. Remember he said he had a $6 million watch? I ain't believe that shit either. You know what I mean? You it's going to just bring business to that place. Like, oh shit, I'm going now. Everybody going to Johnny Dang and Floyd Mayweather buying $1 million chain from Johnny Dang and shit like that. Now Floyd will probably do some shit like that, spend $20 million on a watch. But come on, man, like where's the value? Now if you come over here and tell me, okay, that watch is worth 50, and by the time you know he get done with, he can sell it for $100 million. Great investment. Mm-hmm. But I doubt that. Yeah, you hit it on the head. It's a business arrangement,
and it's and then you see the racism in it. And I'm gonna take it here because your man told you that was a black people's ring, so they got fucking specific terms for these type of jewelry or this type of jewelry. They can go ahead and sell it at an astronomical price because it look good.
Mm-hmm.
The eye of the beholder sees that value in it because they don't see the value in anything else, and they're gonna take it right off the lot. Not get what they got back for it, probably get robbed, killed, or somebody buy another op that one is so bad. It's so sad what they do, and they know what they're doing. They're not doing this and showing this off to no Jewish dude that owns a lot of fucking car washes that lives in a nice suburban neighborhood because he's already sitting on that. He know that's a dumbass investment.
They ain't buying no diamonds like that. That's like when you look at the iced out watch, the whole thing. When I was buying, I was, you know, looking on the market to buy a Rolex or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I was thinking about, I seen the iced out. I love the iced out, but I started doing my research and finding out that that's horrible to do because you really ruining the value. Because first you're putting the holes, you know, in a fine watch. You're filling them with these pretty much useless diamonds, and like it's considered like modified or something like that, as opposed to you getting a Rolly, you know, getting it now for whatever, and it's still going to be worth money. Mm-hmm. I think mine is like a 1980 something. It's been around, it's like 80, it's an 89 version.
Right.
But it's here now. It's still worth money.
Right.
And all of that. But yeah, that's the black thing. The diamonds that's a black thing. We're gonna ice these joints out because niggas is gonna come buy them. Yep. Not to say you ain't gonna see no white, Pakistani, anybody else with one, but we're the majority of people that's buying those things up and shit like that. So hell yeah, they got stuff like that, man. That's real. Good one, man.
Yeah, great conversation. All right, man. I wanted to